Hello and welcome to part 15 of my playthrough of Pixelberry Studios' mobile game High School Story. In this one I've tried to tackle a lot of the time-sensitive quests, so I think we do a murder mystery, we do a quiz on how well we know our friends, we do a dance-a-thon, which is a side quest, and we also learn some of the family histories of some of the main characters. So let us get into that. Okay, I want to get straight in and smash out some time-sensitive quests. So, going to begin with robozombiepocalypse Part 1. I need your help, Loren. It might involve zombies, also possibly robots, and the apocalypse. Nishan is very much zombie apocalypses, which does speak to my obsessions at the time when I was playing this game. You know, the mid-2010s were kind of... Zombies were in vogue, and Nishan was very much into them, and so was I. Okay, Nishan, I'm here. What's going on? Something about zombies in the apocalypse? Well, back when I was at Hearst, I developed a virtual reality interface for accessing all my computer files. I kept getting targeted by hackers though, so I had my friend Sakura set up an advanced dynamic security AI to protect it. Still with me? As with you as I can be when you say things like dynamic AI security system. The thing is, I haven't used it in a little while because I've been so distracted by changing schools. But when I tried today, I couldn't get in. The security system was too tough with just one user. It's a real problem. I mean, I've got some incredibly sensitive files in there that I need access to. Oh yeah? Plans to end world hunger or clone a T-Rex? Yeah, just something like that. Usual science stuff. That sounds important, but wouldn't it make more sense to get Sakura since she, built it? Okay, this is clearly set before we recruit Sakura. But it's a time-sensitive quest that must have come... Oh, sometimes the timeline's High School Story, alright, so let's just imagine that, this is happening before we recruit Sakura, which we have done recently. Yeah, about that. Sakura and I haven't really talked since I switched schools. She's pretty loyal to Hearst, and I don't think she'd want anything to do with me, and when I talk about her, I get kind of lightheaded, and... Relax, Nishan, don't make yourself pass out. I'll help you get your files from the security whatever. Oh, thanks, Loren, I will be forever in your debt. Well, not forever, given the inevitable heat death of the universe, but as long as theoretically possible. Now, follow me. Nishan leads you to a computer lab, where several virtual reality headsets sit plugged into a central computer. Oh man, when you said virtual reality, you really meant it. Is this going to be all bending spoons and riding light cycles? Like The Matrix and Tron? More or less, just keep an open mind. Whoa, are we really gonna... are we gonna have a Tron experience? Loren is going to help a friend defeat a virtual reality security system. That's, normal? The two of you strap in and slide on the headsets. Wow, this is just happening in our school. Hey, this isn't one of those things where if you die in the game, you die in real life, right? Of course not. Well, probably not. You know what? Let's just avoid dying. That's probably good advice in any scenario. Okay, we need to go into the VR world and find my files. Loren and Nishan. It's just me and Nish against the cyberpocalypse. You put on the bulky headset and Nishan boots up the computer. Everything goes fuzzy and pixelated. And then you find yourself standing in a perfect recreation of Hearst High. It's so real you feel like you're actually there. Wow, Nishan, this is incredible. It's a beta. I still have to get rid of a lot of bugs. Literally, these giant bugs keep spawning in the basements. I have no idea why. Well, we'll stay out of the basement, I guess. How do we get to your files? I keep them in the science building, which is all the way on the other side of campus. That's not very far. Oh, I'm not worried about the distance. I'm worried about the enemies the security system is going to spawn to block our path. Enemies? Like what? Well, for example, like that ravenous brain-eating zombie standing right behind you. Ah! You spin away just as a decomposing ghoul swipes at you, grabbing your shoulder. What do? Ah! Fight it! Get away, you undead freak. You punch the zombie in the face. Its head explodes in a spray of pixels. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how you show a security system who's boss. By punching it? It's an imperfect science. Just then, there's a loud groan from nearby. You look up to see a dozen more zombies staggering your way. Bad news, Nishan. I've only got 2 fists and there's at least 10 zombies. New plan. Run. You and Nishan take off sprinting across the virtual campus. You and Nishan burst into an abandoned classroom, a horde of zombies at your heels. Quick, barricade the doors. With what? I don't see any convenient boards or easily hammerable nails. Just shove some desks in front of it. Loren just fought a horde of high school zombies. Classic Loren. Oh yes, very classic me. This just doesn't make sense. There should never be this many zombies. I never programmed it like this. It's almost like the security system is improving itself. Oh, it's Skynet. Carefully, the two of you lock the door behind you and emerge into a hallway. It's a charred shell of itself, lined with spikes and fires. What's going on here? Zombies are just the first wave. Now that we're deeper in the school, we're on level 2, the post-apocalyptic wasteland. And that means we're going to have to face... Nishan is cut off by a boom of the door flying open. You look over to see a hulking giant mutant, decked out in black armor, clutching a huge spiked club. Okay, Big Boss Julian. Me, Big Boss Julian, you pathetic bugs. Boss Julian, crush your puny heads. Really, Nishan? Really? I was in a bad place when I programmed this part, okay? Big Boss Julian. Julian smash! Okay, so it must be an unflattering caricature of Julian that reflects how Nishan felt about Julian when Julian was Nishan's bully back at Hearst High. Moments later, you and Nishan sprint out of that burned classroom. Behind you, Boss Julian blocks your path. Big Boss Julian. Nobody go in or out. That's the Boss Julian way. I don't know what's happening. Boss Julian isn't supposed to be anywhere near this big. This whole simulation is out of hand. What do we do, Loren? We can't beat him. No, but if you can hold the fort, I think I know someone who can. Find someone to defeat virtual Julian. Real Julian. In the real world, you lead Julian into the classroom where Nishan is still plugged into the VR setup. So hold up, what am I doing here again? We're going to play a video game? Sort of, but it's going to seem completely real. So like Halo? More real than that, like virtual reality. So like Halo 4, because that game is sick. Right, I wonder how long ago Halo 4 came out for that to be top of the line. Just put on the headset, Julian, you'll see from there. Yeah. You and Julian log in to find yourselves back in the post-apocalyptic wasteland. Nearby, Nishan cowers behind a chunk of debris. There you are, it took you long enough. I almost died 5 times. I'm just so lucky I've got world-class cowering skills. Yo, those are some crazy good graphics. This is like Halo 5 status. Just then, Boss Julian stumps out from a building and spots you. Big Boss Julian. More little bugs for the crushing! Julian smash! Julian smash! What the? Is that supposed to be me? Julian, listen, before you get mad, I can explain. I'm awesome! Julian runs toward Big Boss Julian. Hey, Gigantor me, cool armor, man. Is that club fun to swing? Tell me everything. Big Boss Julian. Little me? Big Boss Julian. We fight! Yeah, alright, let's do this. Real Julian runs over and tackles Boss Julian. The two fall back into the rubble. Utterly fascinating. A pitched battle between real and virtual brawn. My money's on Boss Julian, but could really go either way. Nishan focused. To the science building? You and Nishan burst into the science building. It's overgrown with wires that climb walls like ivy. Nishan, what's going on here? I have a theory. When I last logged on, I ran an automated script to try and refine the AI. I must have left it running. I think this whole time the AI has been growing, learning, evolving. It must have gained sentience. It's alive, and it's mad. The human race is doomed. Yeah, well, we made it to your files, right? We can just get them and leave and then shut the whole thing down? Oh yeah, good point. The human race is fine. Loren just outwitted a hulking giant ruling an apocalyptic wasteland. Well, I didn't really. I just brought his real-life version in to tackle him. Nishan turns to a file folder floating in the center of the room labeled Nishan Private. He takes a step towards it. When there's a rumbling roar of an earthquake, the room trembles. The floor cracks open. Oh, this is going to be bad, isn't it? A massive cyborg squid bursts out of the ground, suspended on a nest of cables. It's the AI core. You know what, this reminds me of Portal. And I know that this game obviously has a lot of, like, respect for Portal, because there's been quite a few Portal jokes, certainly in the beginning there. So just reminding you, we love Portal. 2 heads jut out of its metallic body. Maxbot. Intruder scum! Intruder scum! Carabot. Organic life will be purged from the digital world. Maxbot. Only then shall the Karamax Digigod rule eternal. Oh, Nishan? Okay, yes, I've got some issues. Yes, I should probably stop pitting people I know into my games. Yes, I should maybe see a counselor. But right now, could we just focus on the cyborg squid trying to kill us? Max and Kara shoot lasers out of their eyes. You and Nishan scramble behind cover. What do we do? What do we do? You look around the room at all the science supplies. I've got an idea, but I'll need to go get some help. I'm holding down the fort, aren't I? Well, hurry up. There's not a lot of room to cower. Just keep the simulation running. Right, I need a gamer, a cheerleader, and a dancer. And it's probably not wise to use Sakura, since in this sort of time setting she's not there. So we'll use Hannah, who's like basically the same. A cheerleader, we'll have Justin. And for a dancer, we'll have Mike Chang from Glee. You lead Hannah, Justin, and Mike into the science lab. What are we doing here again? Virtual reality. Nishan's files. Crazy Karamax Digigod Cyber Squid. Just put the headsets on and follow my plan. Is this thing gonna mess up my hair? I'd rather not answer that. Let's do this. You, Hannah, Justin, and Mike appear in the room where you just left. Nishan is still hiding from the Karamax digigod. Whoa! Go now, stick to the plan. Justin, you deal with the car ahead. 2, 4, 6, 8, who did not exfoliate? It's Kara, yeah, she's ugly, yeah. Carabot, who dares insult the queen of the cybernetic age? Kara swivels, grabbing at Justin with a swarm of digital tentacles. Now, Mike. Hey, Max, you think you're so good, but can you hit this? Maxbot. The Maxbot can hit anything. Anything! Mike gracefully twirls and pirouettes, effortlessly dodging Max's laser bursts. Both heads are distracted. Go for it, Hannah. Hannah slides across the room, grabs a small tank of flammable butane, and with perfect hand-eye coordination, tosses it into the tangle of wires at the base of the AI's core. Wait, who's gonna light it? I got that. You grab a lighter and run over. Sliding under lasers and tentacles, you get right up to the tank and jam the lighter right into the gas streaming out of the butane tank. It ignites as you sprint away. Maxbot. Uh-oh. The tank goes off with a thunderous boom, severing the Karamax squid from its support cables. Carabot. No! The Karamax digigod hits the ground with a thud. As it powers down, the world around you flickers, slowly returning to normal. Outside, all the enemies fade. We did it! We beat the AI core. I haven't been so happy to see one of my creations destroyed since the Skunkadile incident. That was a scary, smelly time. In the ruins of the courtyard, Julian cradles Boss Julian as he fades away. Goodbye, my friend. I only wish we'd gotten more time. Big Boss Julian. Boss Julian, know now why you cry. It is something Boss Julian can never do. Thanks for helping out, guys. I really appreciate it. Sure thing, Loren. This school gets crazier every day. Alright, Loren just defeated a double-headed tentacle-covered laser-blasting AI core. For real, though. All your friends log out, leaving just you and Nishan. Well, what are you waiting for? Go get your files. Nishan runs over and grabs a folder. As he does, it flips open and a bunch of photos fall out. You can see a young Nishan with his parents, Nishan posing with a science fair trophy, Nishan and Sakura together, laughing and having a good time. Oh, those are nothing. I mean, science plans for science. Sure they are, and I'm sure these science plans have some real sentimental value. They might. It's okay, Nishan, you don't have to be embarrassed. Everyone likes to keep emotional souvenirs. Most of us don't hide them behind evolving sentient AI systems, but hey, that's what makes you special. Thanks, Loren, really. Next time you need help, though, I'd really give that Sakura girl a call. I bet the headset fits her anyway. Yeah, I bet it does. Okay, but we know now that, of course, we have recruited Sakura. Nishan and Sakura are on their way to mending their friendship. Perhaps it'll blossom into something more. Who's to say? Alright, family tree I'd like to do next. Peyton. Can't wait for us to find out about each other's ancestry. Cool, I wonder how this will work. I mean, my main character is sort of a blank slate. I wonder if I've got input to my own heritage that they'd be like, we're not going to explore that for you, you're just going to find out about your virtual friends. Which would be fine either way. After your last class one day, you and Wes find some of your friends talking excitedly outside their social studies classroom. Hey, what's got everyone so pumped? Our newest social studies assignment, we're researching our family history. We're all doing a presentation that shows who we are and where we come from. I can't wait to show everyone I'm presenting. It's something that's been in my family for decades, and I already have something in mind too. That sounds awesome. I wish Wes and I were in your class. But you guys can still come see our projects because we'll be making our presentations during a school-wide multicultural party. Isn't this the best assignment ever? Personally, I think the whole thing is pointless. Who cares about the past? Do you really think I'd let my ancestors define who I am? Who knows, but I'm looking forward to finding out. My musical abilities must come from somewhere, right? Same with my sense of style. I'm probably some sort of royalty. Our families must have some effect on us, Sakura. Just look at how similar I am to my parents. I'm going to delve into my family genomics and find scientific evidence of that effect. I'm with Sakura on this one. Some stones are better left unturned. Some secrets untold, you know? Or in your case, all secrets, right? What can I say? I operate on a strictly need-to-know basis, and even I don't need to know that much about my past. I wish you were in our class, Wes, so you'd have to tell us, but who knows? Maybe with everyone investigating, we'll run into something about you. We'll see about that. What about you, Loren? Don't you think it's important to get in touch with your roots? I think, what she say? Family history is important. We're not bound to the past. Now, I would say yes, family history is important. It's important to me, I suppose, because I have never had any family in England. My dad is an only child, didn't have any siblings, and no living relatives, really, that are, any degree of close to us. So the only family I've ever known is my family in the Philippines, and I suppose they're sort of like my connection to my heritage and all that stuff. Yeah, family history is well important. So think about like how far you've come as well. Like I'm so far from, where they are. Just yeah, family history important. After all, understanding where we come from can only help to give us a better idea of where we're going. Wow, Loren, that was really deep. Thanks, I try. And I'm looking forward to seeing all of your artifacts. Have you ever wanted to know more about the high school story characters, like their family histories and cultural backgrounds? Now's your chance. Start the quest to see more. Yes, I would. I believe, yeah, they really have put a lot of effort into giving all the characters quite sort of thorough backstories, but back when I was playing High School Story the first time around, of course, I couldn't afford rings quests. I wasn't about to spend real money on a mobile game, so I never got to know all of this stuff. I'm quite excited to get into it now. As everyone scatters to begin working on their projects, you notice Peyton staying back and shifting anxiously. Is everything okay, Peyton? Huh? Yeah, of course. I'm just a little nervous. I never looked into my biological parents after I was adopted, so I don't know anything about them. And you're nervous about what you'll find? Yeah, or that I won't find anything. But I'm mostly excited, like 99% excited. I'm going to start by finding out their names. That can't be too hard, can it? Loren's friends are exploring their family histories. Do you know who your ancestors were? Do I? I don't. I know a little bit. I know one of my, actually on my dad's side, there was a cricket player for Somerset. His name, I forgot, but great-grandfather. My dad showed me a photo once and he was like, will you pose like that, please? And I posed like that at that angle and he was like, I feel like he's got a resemblance to you. And I really did not agree. The next day, Peyton comes up to you after class. Hey, Loren, I was wondering if I could get your advice on my family history project. Yeah, of course. How's it coming along? Well, I haven't had any luck finding my biological parents yet. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place. Well, why don't we check out what everyone else is doing? Everyone's taking a different approach, and seeing them work might help you think of some new leads for your own project. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm curious about what everyone else is doing anyway. And Julian just sent out a mass text asking for taste testers? Okay, we've got to check that out. Level 6 plus Julian and level 7 plus... Oh, 6 plus Autumn and 7 plus Julian. Wow, I've not been leveling the main characters. So Autumn, did it say 6? That's fine. She's had a delicious meal of books. And Julian needs 4 more levels. Right, there we go. You and Peyton enter the home ec room to find Julian, his sister Hope, and Autumn gathered around the stove. Hey Julian, what's cooking? Only the best fried plantains you've ever tasted. My family is half Mexican and half Guatemalan, so I wanted to make a traditional dish to share with everyone during my presentation. I got the recipe from my parents. This was their favorite dessert back in Tepeji, this little town in Mexico where they grew up before immigrating here. It's our favorite too. Our parents would always sing and laugh in the kitchen when they cooked this for us. Yeah, so I gotta get this right, which is why I'm whipping up a test batch. Hope's here to keep me company. Sure, if by keep you company you mean keep you from setting yourself on fire. Hey, that only happened once, okay? Whatever you say. What I say is that my artifact is going to be the most delicious thing anyone's ever made for a school project. It sure smells delicious. And maybe a bit, burning? Huh? Julian turns back just in time to see a huge cloud of billowing smoke rise from the stove. Oh no! Inside the home ec room, Julian rescues a pan from the fire. A warm, delicious scent wafts over to you. But the plantains are charred black. Wow, Julian, they look, a little burnt, I know, but they'll taste amazing. I don't know. Julian dishes up the contents of the pan and slides a plate over to you. They're fine. A little bit of charcoal never hurt anyone. Give them a taste. You, Peyton, and Autumn each try a piece of the fried plantains. This is, Julian. Oh no, we're not loving it? This is delicious? Like, I can't tell if we're just pretending or what. Should I lie to him? Maybe I'll just tell him it's bad. What? It kind of tastes like a fireplace, but without the fire, and with extra soot. Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, sorry, Julian, I have to agree with Loren. How did I get it wrong? Would our parents make them? They're awesome. Julian, did you forget to set a timer? Huh? You did, didn't you? Mama warned you not to forget. Overcooking plantains is a surefire way of ruining them. Geez, how is it that you can memorize a whole playbook every week, but forget to set a timer when you're cooking? I didn't forget. I mean, I guess I did, but I won't forget again. Just hang on. The next batch will be perfect. Autumn, are you cooking something for your presentation too? Actually, I just came over after getting Julian's text. I'm presenting my grandfather's World War II jacket. During the war, my grandfather was a code talker who used the Navajo language to transmit highly confidential military information. Oh, that sounds super cool. It is. I'm really excited to share the story with everyone. To me, it shows that embracing your heritage can make a huge difference in the world. I'm also working on a collage with pictures of my grandfather, and tomorrow I'm going to interview him as well. An interview with a spy? That'll really make your project. Well, he wasn't exactly a spy, but I did hear that Wes's grandparents were Russian spies. How cool is that? Wow, I guess that would explain all his secrecy. Loren sampled some fried plantains today. Does everything taste better when it's fried? Yes. As you and Peyton head out of the home ec room, I had no idea Julian and Autumn had such interesting family histories. For reals, I bet my biological parents have some great stories too. I wonder if they served their crunchies, or if they had amazing secret recipes. But I still don't even know who they are yet. I might need some more inspiration. Shouldn't she really be going through the adoption agency or something to try and track this down? It seems like it would be just harder for her. I don't know anything about discovering your biological parents once you've been adopted. Mia and Ezra are doing some research in the library. Let's see how that's coming along. It's a level Ezra. Oh, I forgot that I had him flirting with Peyton. I wonder if that's going to go anywhere. Storyline-wise, it's I feel like the game doesn't really want you to stray from the little ships that they kind of have laid out for you, like Nisha and Sakura, then the love triangle with Autumn, Julian, and Wes. But I don't know if Peyton has somebody who's supposed to be her intended endgame crush. I feel like Ezra might be a good match for her. I don't know. You and Peyton find Mia and Ezra by the library computers. You guys look like you're hard at work. Have you found out where your talents come from? As a matter of fact, I have. Come take a look. Mia gestures at her computer screen with a flourish, where an old black and white photograph of an aristocratic woman is on display. She's so pretty. Who's she? She's a Royal English Duchess from the 1800s, and she's also my great-great-great-grandmother. Wow, so you are royalty. I always knew my natural grace and elegance came from somewhere. That's great, Mia, but maybe talent isn't as related to family history as I originally thought. I've been researching all my relatives, even my family in Barbados, and so far, I haven't found anyone who's even remotely musical. Maybe you just need to dig a little deeper. Can we help? Pull up a chair, Loren. I think I'm getting a second wind. Aw, he likes me. You and Peyton join Mia and Ezra in the library to help Ezra dig deeper into his family history. Hey, I think I got something. Yeah? Let's have a look. You show Ezra the homepage of a Barbadian choir, and in the front is someone who looks a lot like Ezra. Hey, that's my cousin. He's twice removed, or is it 3 times? It says here that he's been in this choir since he was our age, and that he's even composed some songs for them. I wonder if I can get in touch with him. See? You did get your talent from your family, just like I got mine from my royal ancestors. Isn't she just gorgeous? You all lean in to take another look at the photograph on Mia's screen. She doesn't really look like you, does she? What are you trying to say? He's not wrong, Mia. She doesn't look anything like you. In fact, I'd say this woman back here looks way more like you. You point out the tailor in the background, a young woman dedicatedly mending a hem on the Duchess's dress. The tailor? I guess she does have my nose and chin and eyes. But I can't be related to a tailor. That's so pedestrian. Well, I think you should feel proud. Proud? Yeah, Mia, it might have been cool to have royal ancestors, but this shows that your family worked hard to earn everything they have today. You should be proud of them, and yourself, for that. Plus, if you had a tailor for an ancestor, that would totally explain your impeccable sense of style. Yeah, Mia, I don't think I've ever seen you wear anything that wasn't perfectly tailored to you. That's just a matter of choosing the right clothes. But maybe having an ancestor who was a tailor isn't such a letdown. After all, those European lords and ladies would have looked awful without a professional tailor. And I could be worse. I could have Wes's ancestors. You mean Russian spies? Wait, no, that's ridiculous. I heard Wes is descended from Viking conquerors. Are you kidding? That sounds awesome. Loren just discovered some evidence that talent could be hereditary. Do you think nature is stronger than nurture? Outside the library. Wow, it's super cool how Mia and Ezra can see where they got their talents from. I hope I have something like that in common with my biological parents. Maybe one of them was a vet. That would explain why I love animals so much. But I'm still not really sure how I'd go about researching that. Hey, if it's research advice you want, I know just the duo to ask. Let's see what Nishan and Sakura are up to. I think I saw them in the library earlier today. I'm worried for Peyton that she's going to be disappointed by what she does find out, you know? Okay, I've just leveled those guys. Let's ask them for research tips. You and Peyton wander through the science lab looking for Nishan and Sakura. Hello, you guys still in here? As you walk through the stacks, the loud humming and clacking of a printer echoes around you. Wow, that printer is going crazy. Is someone printing a book or something? Let's check it out. You and Peyton suddenly spot Sakura and Nishan sitting by a dot matrix printer that's spitting out page after page of dense black text. Whoa, what's going on here? Yo, nothing interesting. I'm gonna have to disagree. Yeah, Nishan, what are you printing? Don't you recognize it, Loren? It's me! Huh? Nishan gestures at the long trail of papers twisting across the floor between his feet. This, Loren, is me. I've decoded and printed my entire genome to compare it to my parents'. I hypothesize that a side-by-side comparison will prove that I am the perfect combination of my parents' DNA. Yeah, because science is that exact. It is, and I would prove it to you if you just let me take a blood sample. You are not coming near me with that massive syringe. Are you still not having fun with this assignment, Sakura? Fun is beside the point. It's just an exercise in futility. All it's proven is that genetics mean nothing. I'm not like my parents at all. My parents don't have any interest in gaming, and they're just so boring and relaxed all the time. They don't even care what I do. It's like they have no drive to achieve anything. What about your grandparents or great-grandparents? When Ezra was looking into his distant relatives, he found someone in his family who was musical like him. I already looked into my grandparents too, and it's all just been even more proof that family history is meaningless. My grandparents immigrated here from Japan, and they were super traditional and strict when raising my parents. And yet my parents are super laid back. They're totally different from their parents too. You know, maybe history had more of an effect on you and your family than you think. Your parents may not be identical to your grandparents, but that doesn't mean that they weren't affected by the way they were raised. Yeah, maybe your parents are laid back because theirs were so strict. I guess that could be true. Maybe my parents wanted me to have more freedom because they didn't. Huh. Thanks, Peyton. I think I've got an idea about what I want my artifact to be now. Maybe if I get in touch with my grandparents in Saitama. Sakura, you're definitely an interesting specimen of this nurture over nature theory. I, on the other hand, am just like my parents, and once it's finished printing, my genome will prove it. I don't know, Nish. I mean, yeah, your dad's a big-shot scientist and your mom's a world-class engineer, so you're intellectually identical to them. But you're also into sci-fi and fantasy, and I bet your parents aren't gamers. Well, no, they're not. Nishan pulls over the papers around him, scanning quickly and highlighting a few lines here and there. You're right. There are multiple discrepancies between my genome and my parents'. This new information changes everything. My presentation was going to be all about how the human genome defines us all, from my cousins in New Delhi to Wes's pickle-barren great-grandparents, but now I can prove that DNA only helps shape who we are. Wait, back at Wes's, what now? Oh, I heard that Wes comes from really, really old money, pickle money, and apparently his great-grandparents had a hugely successful pickle empire. Huh. If that's true, then compared to Wes, I'm exactly like my family. Loren unraveled a friend's DNA sequence. Hope Loren knows how to put it back together. Not to worry, I didn't do anything of the sort. A few minutes later, you and Peyton leave Nishan and Sakura to their work. I can't believe Nishan printed out his entire genome. I hope he knows that science lab printing is 10 cents a page. Now that's dedication. I don't think that's quite what I'm gonna do. But did you get some good ideas from seeing everyone's projects? Oh yeah, I'm so excited to get back to work. I just know I'm gonna find something amazing about my biological parents now. Oh no. What if she doesn't? I feel like now it's going to be the reveal that she didn't find anything good and she's distraught. The next day, you meet up with Peyton in the library. Hey, Peyton, there you are. How's the project going? Hey, Loren. Oh, no. Peyton turns in her chair, her shoulders hunched and her eyes filled with tears. Oh, no. Whoa, what's wrong? Well, I've been researching my biological parents, and I finally found their names, but that's all I found. I still don't know anything about their traditions, or their stories, or their genome. But to be fair, most people don't know their parents' genomes. Yeah, I guess not, but without more information, I can't really connect with my birth parents or figure out where I come from. Seeing everyone else's projects and hearing how they all learned something cool about their families just makes me wish... Peyton. She shakes her head and sniffles. You wrap your arms around her in a reassuring hug. This project just made me realize that I don't know anything about my family history at all, and that maybe I never will. I could have amazing ancestors but never know it. I never used to care that much about finding out about my biological family, but if I don't know anything about my ancestors, can I ever really know me? Loren's friend needs help finding out more about their family history. Is Loren good at figuring things out? I just wish I could know where my family came from. I think you can. But how? I couldn't find anything about my biological parents. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about your family. I'm gonna level Peyton. You sit with your arm around Peyton, comforting her with a smile. How about we look at this from another angle? What do you mean? Well, you might have hit a dead end with your biological parents, but when you think of family, who are the first people that come to mind? My parents and sister, of course. My adoptive parents, I mean. Exactly. I know it's frustrating not being able to find anything about your biological parents, but maybe your project doesn't have to be about that at all. You mean I could research my adoptive family instead? Yeah, why not? You might not share the same genes, but family isn't just about blood. Family's about love, too. Your adoptive family loves you, and you love them. That means their history is your history. Aw, Loren, that's really sweet, and you're right. Peyton wipes away her tears and starts to gather everything into her backpack. Where are you going? I'm going home. I'm going to research my real family now. I bet I'm going to find something amazing. Loren just comforted a friend. Do you think Loren is a good shoulder to cry on? The next day, you run into Peyton before her presentation. Are you ready? Yeah, I think so. I just finished my project this morning. Did you find out a lot of good stuff? Yeah, last night my parents and I talked all night. They showed me photographs, told me stories. I learned so much, and I think they were really happy that I wanted to do my project on them. Well, I can't wait to hear all about it. I'll be rooting for you. Wes will too, if he shows up. Thanks, Loren. See you at the party. Of course, now I'm going to complete a party with Peyton. So let me just find Peyton. Always having to scroll. The more little characters you get, the longer you've got to scroll for. But there you go, Peyton and Autumn are at the party, doing a cute little dance, but we will rush that along. Oh, and we got an actor guy. Well, I don't want him, and I will sell him. At the multicultural party, you watch your friends present. Autumn and Julian show off their cultural artifacts. This is my grandfather's World War II jacket from when he was a Navajo code talker. He told me that, to this day, the Navajo code is the only spoken military code never to have been deciphered. And here's a traditional dish I made. Ahem. That my sister and I made. It's a dessert called plátanos fritos, or fried plantains. Much better this time, Julian. Mia and Ezra share the stories of their distant relatives. My great-great-great-grandmother was the best tailor London had ever seen, and my artifact is a day dress she made. Look how incredible this stitching is. Turns out my third cousin was the lead vocalist in his choir, so now I want to share the song he wrote. Sakura and Nishan discuss their family traits. As you can see on this chart, even the slightest mutation can result in interests that vastly diverge from the parent genome. This divergence is, I like to think, advantageous to succeeding in the modern world. And so my artifact is this video interview with my parents and grandparents. By bridging the gap between our generations, I saw that we were all more alike than I thought. I learned a lot about them and from them. And finally, Peyton steps up to the front. I want to talk about my adoptive grandparents. The artifact that I have is a poster they made for the civil rights movement in the 1950s. They were pretty amazing. Inspired by injustice, they participated in a sit-in and spoke up for what they believed in. They were courageous and compassionate, and even though we don't share the same genes, they've shown me exactly the kind of person that I want to become. Loren just learned something completely new about a friend. Do you know everything about your friends? After the presentations, the party kicks into high gear. Students trade bites of traditional dishes while a DJ mashes up musical styles from all over the world. Congratulations, Peyton. It was great hearing your story. Well, it's all thanks to you, Loren. You were right. The most important thing is love. Peyton hugs you tightly. Later, you run straight into Wes. Wes, there you are. Where have you been? Here and there. Parties aren't my thing, especially not this one. Oh yeah, it's because everyone's sharing stories about their past and you prefer to be shrouded in mystery. It seems like you know me a little too well. Well, I have heard a lot of stories about you. All good things, I hope. Honestly, you sound kind of like a legend. I've heard your ancestors were Vikings, your grandparents were pickle barons, and your parents are spies. Is any of that true? Maybe, maybe not. Come on, Wes. You can trust me, can't you? You're sure you can handle my family secret? Well, okay. The truth is, my ancestors hail from the mystical land of antiquity known as Canada. Really? Yep. For generations. It's actually a pretty nice place. My grandparents bet at an accounting firm. That sounds so normal. Now you see why I like to keep people guessing. The whole shroud of mystery, remember? Well, your secret's safe with me on one condition. And what's that? You come party with the rest of us. Ha! Deal. Okay, that's a nice one. Very, very nice. So I'm going to begin with Know Your Friends. Part 1, hopefully this is asking me questions about my friends, the main storyline quest characters, so Peyton, Julian, Autumn, Nishan, Mia, what have you. Free preview, let's see. One afternoon, as you're enjoying lunch with your friends in the cafeteria, Peyton comes rushing over to you. Loren, I have a very, very important question for you. Sure, what is it? What is my favorite thing in the world? Parties? Or what? Parties? Peyton throws you a coin. Ding ding, that's correct. Whoa, she just like, have some money, Loren. I've been spending so much and she gives me 1 coin in return. You and your friends glance at each other, confused. Peyton, what are you doing? Showing you guys how fun and easy and fun winning prizes is. You're all invited to my party this Friday where I'll be hosting the most awesome party game. A quiz to see how well you know your friends. And did I mention I'll be giving away prizes? You had me at quiz. You had me at prizes. Oh man, I'm there. Loren, you're coming too, right? Join the fun, start the quest to see how well you know the characters of High School Story. Answer questions correctly to win coins, books, and even rings. Wow, now back in the day that would have been a pretty sweet... Although 250 rings, I wouldn't have been able to sink the rings in up front for it. But now, I can. That Friday evening, you arrive at Peyton's house for the party. Loren, you made it! You follow Julie into Peyton's living room to find your friends talking around the snack table as party music pumps through the air. Loren, I'm so glad you're here. And just in time to see me crush everyone in this quiz game. You know, like, the original High School Story version of me was always just not able to go to all these parties. The thought of me just like, okay, goodbye everybody, I'm going home. I spend all this money on you, but I never hang out. Yeah. And just in time to see me crush everyone in this quiz game. Oh-ho, not so fast, Mia. We all know that I excel at quizzes, even at the cost of social skills. No argument there. You're both wrong. I'm going to win this. It looks like someone came to play. Right, Loren is taking a quiz about their friends. How would you do in a quiz about Loren? I like to think I'm an open book, and most people would be able to answer most questions about me because I'm so... La 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 la, I'll tell you everything about me. Peyton enters a room with a stack of index cards in her hand. Alright, party people, let's get the show on the road. It's time to play... Know your friends! Yay, let's start the game! Okay, Autumn, Nishan, and Mia. Let's begin. It's time to explain the rules of the game. I'll ask a question and anyone is free to answer. Get it right, get a prize. Whoever has answered the most questions correctly at the end gets the grand prize. Sounds fun, let's do it. You ready to give it a try? Yes. Before we begin, let's try a practice run. I'll start with something simple. Who was the first student at our school? Oh, that's easy. I was. Right? It was me. It was me! That's right, and I'll throw you a prize then, like this. Bam! Prize! 1 book. Awesome! The run is preparing for a quiz with some easy practice questions. Think it'll be enough? Okay, enough practicing. Now we start for realsies. Yes, the challenge begins in earnest. Bring it on. The first round will be about me, Peyton. So let's get Peyton. What better topic for the first round than me? Awesome! I bet the questions are all about parties. I second that. Partying is the most likely focus. They're totally all about parties, aren't they? No, nuh-uh. Peyton frantically flips through her cards one after another. Just give me a sec. Peyton frantically begins rewriting the questions on the cards. Or take your time, I guess. Steady on me. Peyton finishes adjusting the questions on the cards. Okay, now for the first Peyton quiz question, which is totally not about parties. What is my favorite drink? Oh, I remember this. It is peppermint lattes. Peyton always drinks a peppermint latte after parties. It's a ritual. That's right, and I just got 10 grand for that. Cheers, Peyton. Oh, I knew that one. Sorry, Julian, you gotta be quick. Here, I'll give you an easy one. Back at Hearst, who was my lab partner in chemistry class freshman year? Whoa, taking it back. That's a tough one. Julian! What, my memory's a little hazy. No, that's the answer. You were my lab partner, Julian. I was? Yes, I can't believe you don't remember. All of our projects, all of our inside jokes. We made a volcano together. We called it Mount Palian. Right. Oh, how could you forget all about that? This doesn't look good. You can say that again. Loren and some friends are taking a quiz, but it's not going well for everyone. Oh dear. Peyton, you can't expect me to remember every little detail. Of our friendship? Sorry, I just assumed friendship was important to most people. Fine, we can ask the next round of questions about me. Then you'll see that friends forget stuff all the time. We'll see. Oh no. Ugh, I guess we can do a Julian question. Oh no, Julian. Alright, the next round of questions is about Julian. Yeah, and if you forget a few details, no big deal. Should I brush up on Julian's football stats? Sure, there probably won't be questions about how forgetful and inconsiderate Julian is because I just found out that recently. Oh snap! Ooh, snarky Peyton, I like it. Oh no, the friendships. Here we go, Julian round. Ask away. What is Julian's little sister's name? I should know this, yes. It's Hope. Her name is Hope. I met her. She's really sweet. That's right, and she is. Unlike others in his family. Whoa, she's on the warpath. Ugh, I can't believe that answer slipped my mind. See, Peyton, it's no big deal. Friends forget stuff all the time. Oh yeah? Ask me anything about you. Alright, how many touchdowns did I score last season? 28. Whoa, wait, how did you? Because I come to every game to support my friends. Yikes. How well does Loren know a jock friend? Time to find out. You and Autumn step in between Julian and Peyton. Hey, why don't we all calm down and have some punch? Fine by me. I have nothing more to say to Julian anyway. We should move on to the next round. We could ask questions about Autumn. Me? Okay, next up, it's all about Autumn. Next up, it's all about Autumn. Sorry, that should be in Peyton's voice. Questions about me? There's not much to know, except that you're great at painting, and photography, and basketball, apparently. I guess there are a few things to know. Autumn blushes. But it would sound like bragging if I said it like that. Alright, time for all things Autumn. I'm ready. How was Autumn finally able to transfer to our school? Oh, we impressed her dad by having a great homecoming. We won the game and had a great dance. Yes, that's right. Woo! Score 1 for Loren. Okay, Loren is answering questions about an artsy friend. Think the two of them are close? Peyton, this quiz game is awesome. Thanks, Nishan. I'm glad someone appreciates me. Ahem. I appreciate you? Guys, let's just continue with the game. Oh, okay, do me next. Me. How well do you know Nishan? How well do I know him? Alright, as requested, our next round will be all about Nishan. I'd like to take this time to provide you guys with a quick refresher course. Feel free to take notes. My blood type is A positive. I speak 4 languages if you include Dothraki. My cyborg weapon of choice is a shoulder-mounted cannon, OBS. My most recurring dream, the one with the chocolate walrus on a chariot made of music. And now the synopsis of my fanfiction, High School Saga, Nishan Story. You have a fanfiction about your own life? Wait, am I in it? Chapter the 1st, A Hero Rises. Oh boy, this may take a while. He's so funny, I love Nishan. Nishan finishes summarizing his fanfiction so far. It's more like Tina in Bob's Burgers and her erotic friend fiction. And as they escape the explosion, the story ends on a cliffhanger. No, wait, which girl does the hero end up with? The gamer or the cheerleader? Sorry, Mia, it'll have to be a story for another time. Are you guys ready for the question? Yeah. What did Nishan use to spy on our football team? Ah, yes, our hero's dark and troubled past. A camera in the bleachers, a disguise, a quadricopter, relentless, irresistible charm. Right, if I remember right, there was a quadricopter involved, and presumably Nishan was operating it for Max, so I'm going to say that. He had a camera attached to that remote control flying machine. That's right, points for Loren. Detective score up, Loren. Loren is being quizzed about a nerdy friend. Think they'll pass the test? Yes. Alright, enough of the opening act, so let's get to the good part. You mean questions about you? Obviously. Okay, now for a Mia question. I wouldn't want to be wrong if I were you. Okay, well, I've not gotten any of them wrong so far. Alright, everyone, get ready for the Mia round. No pressure, you guys have nothing to worry about, but if no one gets this question right, I will destroy you all. Yeah, no pressure. Okay. Alright, game faces, people. Mia round starts now. Woohoo! I said game faces, take this seriously. Oh, right. Okay, everyone, here goes. At the school overnight, Kara tried to play a prank on us, but Mia warned us just in time. What did the prank involve? Eggs, mayonnaise, snakes, or cupcakes? It was cupcakes. They were laced with ipecac. Kara tried to send us a box of cupcakes lined with ipecac, but Mia warned us just in time. She saved us from some serious nausea. Ding, 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 that's totally correct. Woo! I'm glad someone appreciates all the good I've done for this school. Loren is proving how well they know a friend on the cheerleading squad. Jealous? The night continues on, with Peyton continuing to ask questions about you and your friends. I gotta say, I think I'm pulling ahead in the point totals. No way, I'm rocking this competition. It's not over till Peyton announces the winner. Speaking of which, it's time to tally the results. It's gonna be me, come on, I got everyone right. Peyton checks her score sheet meticulously as you and your friends look on intense anticipation. It's a close race, everyone. You've all shown impressive knowledge of your friends. Well, almost everyone. Ahem, Julian. Peyton! Anyway, I've tallied the results, and the winner is me. It's gonna be me. Peyton tallies up the score for the quiz, and the winner is Loren. Of course it is. Yes. And as promised, here's the grand prize. Make it rain 40 rings. I think this quest cost 250. 40 measly rings. Suddenly, Julian clears his throat and raises his cup of punch. I'd like to make a toast to Peyton. Julian, if you're just trying to kiss up because you know nothing about our friendship, just let me finish. I think we can all agree that Peyton threw a great party for us. She's a great friend, and she always has been. Like this one time in the 3rd grade, there was a thunderstorm, and, well, I didn't like thunder, so I sort of hid under a table. Peyton saw me, so she turned the table into a pillow fort. She called it a secret club and hid with me so that no one would see that I was scared. It was one of the nicest things anyone's ever done for me. I can't believe you remembered that. Well, you're my friend. I just want you to know I appreciate you. Aw, Julian. Peyton runs over and hugs Julian tightly, almost spilling his drink. Cheers to Peyton. Loren is getting the results of a quiz. How do you think Loren did? At the end of the night, you all say your goodbyes. Thanks for coming, everyone. We should do something again soon. Maybe next time we could do a live reading of my fanfiction. Yeah. I mean, whatever. That doesn't sound terrible. I love that she's into it. That's really funny. She does not seem like the one who would be into it. Actually, I was thinking of more quizzes. Sounds like a great idea. Anytime. We hope you enjoyed Know Your Friends. Keep your eyes open for more quiz-style quests. And maybe, just maybe, Nishan's fanfiction, okay? Hilarious. I hope that does come back. Right, now let me see what other quests we could maybe sort of get out of the way. Free preview on Murder Mystery Part 1. Butler coming through, nuptials imminent. Let's see. You're on your way to lunch when Nishan jostles past you, dressed in a trim black tuxedo and carrying an ornate silver tea kettle. Pardon me, I daren't be late for the wedding reception. Wedding reception, so why are you going into the school cafeteria? And why do you have that old tea kettle? Nishan bows and offers you a letter. Your invitation, miss, to the wedding of Autumn and Julian. What do you say? Say what now? That's cute. I called it. Yeah, we're too young to get married. Come along, it'll all make sense when we get there. Nishan ushers you into the cafeteria. The tables have been arranged and decorated to create a festive reception area. Your classmates mill about dressed in elaborate period costumes. Everybody looks like extras from Downton Abbey. Autumn taps her glass with a spoon to get the attention of the well-heeled crowd. When Julian Sterling asked for my hand in marriage, I almost swooned. Did she just say Julian Sterling? Since that's not actually Julian's last name and people are in costume, this must all be some kind of very subtle ruse, elaborate cosplay, or freaky nightwear. Nightwear? Nightmare. Elaborate cosplay. Kind of, but even better. This is a murder mystery party. Everybody dresses up in costumes and tries to solve a murder. Okay, but if this is a murder mystery party, who was murdered? Autumn stumbles mid-speech. Tomorrow, Julian and I will be married, and I am so... Autumn pitches forward, racked by a fit of coughing. Oh, I made a puking noise, sorry. She slams onto the floor and stops moving. Oh my gosh, Autumn. Sakura runs over, dressed like a British constable. She kneels by Autumn. Oh no, Autumn is dead! A surprised murmur ripples through the crowd. Lady Autumn Oldmoney is slain, and on the eve of her wedding night. Sakura lifts up Autumn's glass so that everyone can see the large green stain on the lip. Poison is the cause of death. Can you catch the killer? All of your friends are in character for this murder mystery party, and one of them is guilty of the crime. Correctly solve the mystery for a prize of coins and rings. Okay, you know what? I'm interested. Should I dress my character in something a bit more sleuthy? Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at the clothes and see if I can dress myself up a bit. Just feels like, you know, I should. Everybody else is going to be in their normal clothes, but why not me? Right, let me just have a look here in costume. Oh, no, I'm not graduating. There's a ghost busting one, which maybe that's good for, you know, sort of the idea of there being death. Yeah, I'll buy the Ghostbuster outfit, and then I will be a Ghostbuster attending this. Oh no, it's set in the past, isn't it? Maybe I should just wear my old-timey red ruffle outfit. Yeah, am I a party guest? I just picked up the... Yeah, no, this is good. I'll be like an old-timey person. You join a small group surrounding Sakura. She points to where Autumn lies on the ground. The rules of this murder mystery party are very simple. First, Loren and I will interview guests at the wedding reception. Then, after the interviews are done, we'll deduce who poisoned Autumn. Well, Sakura, you assigned all the characters. That means you already know who did it, right? Psh, that's playing on easy mode. I'm in the dark just like everyone else. Good luck, Loren. I hope you solve my murder. Autumn, you can't talk. You're supposed to be dead. Oops, I mean... Loren is at a murder mystery party. Who done it? Fellow detective, the game is afoot. Okay, I'm gonna give them all, like, you know, those transatlantic accents for when they're in character. You gaze around the room at the wedding guests. Most are crying, but one guest seems oddly blank, almost sleepy. Yawn. Over there is Mia Oldmoney, the sister of the deceased. Or maybe it should be in the translate. Over there is Mia Oldmoney, the sister of the deceased. Mia and Ezra, the sister of the deceased. Okay, Mia Oldmoney. You and Sakura walk over to where Mia sits on the couch next to Ezra. She smiles up at you bleakly. Hello, I'm Mia Oldmoney. Autumn is my sister, or she was. You'll have to excuse my patient. She's kind of super medicated right now. Your patient? Yes, I'm Dr. Ezra Tincture. Mia suffers from migraines, which I treat with herbal tonics. They're made with oils from the finest exotic snakes. Plus, I play music. Turns out I'm kind of a rock star. Ezra, your character sheet says doctor, not rock star. That didn't stop Dr. Dre from rapping, did it? Non-medical person. That's really funny. Ezra indicates Mia, slumped next to him on the couch. Anyway, my awesome treatment is effective at managing Mia's pain, but it also makes her extremely sleepy. Mia gives an exaggerated yawn. Why do I have to roleplay the narcoleptic? Everybody knows I'm a cheery bundle of fun. Mia, we already discussed this. It's called playing against type. You said you could handle any role I threw at you. Fine, whatever. You all can ask Mia questions about the unfortunate events, but please try to be brief. Doctor's orders. Okay. You and Sakura continue to interrogate Mia. Now that your sister has passed, are you next in line to inherit the family fortune? I hadn't thought about it, but yes, I guess so. Ah, that could be a motive. Mia, where were you before the wedding reception? Mia was in her bedroom, resting. What do you say? Did I ask you? Mia, did I ask you, Ezra? No, you didn't, but as her doctor, Mia leans over and squeezes Ezra's hand tenderly. It's okay. Ezra is just being overprotective. He'd do absolutely anything for me. I was in my bedroom. Ezra was with me, watching over me. He's my handsome doctor man. Oh. Mia closes her eyes and pretends to snore softly. Nailed it. Lorena's interrogating suspects at a murder mystery party seems suspicious. Yeah, Ezra seems suspicious. Dr. Ezra, please continue. As you can see, my very sleepy patient is in no condition to poison anyone. But if you need a suspect, I suggest you go to the stables to speak with the farmhand, Wes. I've heard rumors that he and Autumn had a history together. Something inappropriate was going on between Wes and Autumn. Okay. On the far side of the cafeteria, you and Sakura find Wes baling hay beside stables made of cardboard. What do you guys want? Can a farmhand bale some hay in peace? We want to talk about Autumn. Did you know she was poisoned? I heard the news, but I wasn't allowed inside. I'm the hired help, not a wedding guest. We've heard rumors about you and Autumn, that you guys had some kind of history together. Some kind of history? Is that what they said? Wes stabs his pitchfork into a hay bale, leaving it to stand upright. Oh, it wasn't history, it was true love. Wow, Wes is really, Wes slumps down against the hay bale, forlorn. Oh, he's really in it. I never should have let Autumn marry that dumb jerk Julian Sterling. Autumn was supposed to be with me. With you? But you're a farmhand. Autumn didn't see the dirt or the grime or the rippling six-pack abs you get by baling hay all day long. The six-pack abs, you say? Autumn was the only one who saw the real me. Wes pulls a stack of letters out from under a hay bale and hands them over. These are love letters between you and Autumn. But this is improper, forbidden, against the rules of so-called polite society. Rules were made to be broken. OMG, a noble lady is in love with a handsome farmhand? Swoon. I wonder if High School Story is really trying to get me to lean more towards Autumn and Wes. Anyway, Wes, if you didn't poison Autumn Oldmoney, who did? Oh, the text got small. If you ask me, it's that jealous fiancé of hers, Julian Sterling. He hated that Autumn loved me more than him. So he knew about you two? More like caught us making out in the stables, then he broke my best writing crop in half like a twig. Sakura nods sagely. Sounds like we all need to have a word with Mr. Julian Sterling. Motive, like I said, Julian didn't like me making out with his girlfriend. He's not really speaking like he's from the past, so I just had him talk normal. In the far corner of the cafeteria, Julian consults a pocket watch. Right beside him is a painted portrait of himself consulting a pocket watch. Pretty funny. There he is, look at Julian, counting down the seconds until he gets away with murder. We're onto your chicanery, Julian. You knew all about Autumn and Wes. You got mad about their relationship and then you poisoned her. Me? A killer? Julian snaps his pocket watch shut. Harumph! Don't be ridiculous. It's true that I was furious when I learned that my fiancé's dalliance with the hired help, but she agreed to break things off with Wes before our marriage. You and Sakura continue to grill Julian about the murder. So Autumn promised to stop seeing Wes before the wedding, and you were okay with that? Yeah, that's what my dumb character card says. If it were really me, I would have busted more than Wes's riding crop. Plus this stupid bow tie itches. Keep your shirt on, Julian. You're supposed to stay in character. Okay, fine. I mean, yes, I was okay with Autumn after that. This murder mystery party is getting cray. Did anyone here not poison someone? Wow. Oh, okay. Something about the truth is I loved her. Oh, I didn't love her? I missed what that said. Oops. Our marriage was a business deal. My family name paired with her family's money. Okay, probably he said it wasn't more. But appearances must be maintained. So we both decided to stop seeing other people. You both agreed? So you were seeing someone else too? Allow me to introduce my true love. Oh, Peyton. Okay, I feel like it's hinting at some possible ships, you know? Peyton prances over and drapes her arms around Julian. Squee, is it my turn to be interviewed? Peyton giggles excitedly as she answers your questions. My name is Peyton Petticoat, and I'm going to be a famous actress on the London stage. Peyton, where were you before the reception when someone put poison in Autumn's cup? Practicing my lines. Sakura said she'd destroy my lineage if I got any of my backstory wrong. Peyton, which I'm doing right now. Peyton, where was your character before the reception? Oh, my character card says I was, Peyton quickly skims the bio. Oh, it says I was practicing my lines, except I was practicing them for a London theatre production that starts next month. Julian said he'd finance it once he married Autumn. Yeah, about that. Oh no, now that Autumn is dead, does that mean no play? Peyton, can anybody verify your alibi? I don't know if is there any point in me giving Sakura a different voice? I should just do her normal voice. Julian can. He helped me with all the lines where I needed to kiss somebody. How very convenient. Guess so. Jilted girlfriends, cheating husbands, everyone at this murder mystery has motive. Yeah, I'm gonna have Sakura just use the normal voice. It's too hard to do like a character doing another voice. Looking around the cafeteria, you see you've almost made a complete loop. There's just one person left to interview. The butler. Chip chip cheerio! One last person to interview. The butler. Okay, now Nishan is definitely trying to do an English accent. So I'll do American person doing an English accent. I can do that one. You and Sakura take a seat while Nishan serves you all tea and crackers. So I'd hoped to be an action hero butler like Alfred Pennyworth or Cato, but it turns out I'm just a regular butler. Nishan, stick to the script, please. You're not Key and Peele. Sorry, I mean, this regular butler has served the Sterling family for years, and watching in silence while the once respectable Sterling family name became embroiled in scandal. I can hear you. Where were you before the reception, Nishan? Setting out the glasses. Including the glass that Autumn drank from, the one with poison in it. Aha, the butler did it. Sakura fist pumps. I've always wanted to say that. Sakura does a celebratory dance. I did it, I solved the mystery. Nishan poisoned Autumn to stop all the Sterling family scandals. But isn't murder a scandal too? That is a very good point, Loren. Detective Loren thinks the butler did it. Did he? No, Detective Sakura thinks that the butler did it. I have not decided who I think it is. Although I think it's... Who did I say I thought it was? I thought it was Ezra. Nishan Nishan coughs and bows politely. Ahem. If I may be so bold, I should also add that my family hates the old money family. They made their millions by stealing our land. To feed his children, my grandpa was forced into the noble profession of butlery. Okay, so that's a bombshell. Maybe the butler did do it after all. Sakura steps out front to address the whole cafeteria. Now that the interviews are over, it's time to answer the question of the evening. Who poisoned Lady Autumn on the eve of her wedding? You've spoken to all the guests. Now which one of them is a killer? Loren. Start. Remember, Lady Autumn could have been poisoned by anyone. Perhaps it was the overmedicated sister who stands to inherit a fortune. Or was it the love-struck stable hand? Maybe I did it. Maybe not. I'll never tell. What about her jilted fiancé? Jilted? That better be a synonym for being all buff-like. Or what about her fiance's mistress, the thespian? Oh, pick me! I don't want to be guilty, but I hate getting chosen last. Or perhaps the butler really did do it. Are we really going to indulge that cliché? The group begins to murmur, with everyone whispering accusations at everyone else, until at last you step forward. I know who did it. Well, I think it's Ezra, and that wasn't one of the options. The crowd watches you in silence, not taking so much as a breath. The person who poisoned Lady Autumn is Ezra. Ezra takes a step backwards and laughs uneasily. Me? Why would I do it? Julian and Peyton can vouch for each other. Wes didn't have the right motive, and Mia was with you, sleeping, which means you can vouch for her, but no one can vouch for you. And Mia did say he'd do anything for her. Not to mention their skeezy close relationship. I think Mia and the doctor are more than companions. The killer at the murder mystery party has been unmasked. Who was it? I'm right, it's Ezra. Ezra, is this true? With Autumn out of the way, you would have inherited a fortune. I could have finally afforded to go to an actual med school. What? Ezra turns and starts to run. Ezra's getting away. Somebody stop him. Right. Somebody needs to tackle him, I'm sure. It's gonna be Hercules. Ezra bolts for the door to the cafeteria. Before he can escape, Hercules tackles him to the ground. I knew it. Ah! And what do we have here? Hercules holds up Ezra's murder mystery character card so that everyone can see it. It says, guilty in bold letters. Guess you got me. Alright, I'm undefeatable, I am Poirot. With the murder solved, everyone gathers back into the cafeteria to enjoy snacks and talk about the game. That was really good acting, Autumn. Yeah, I almost thought you'd really been poisoned. I'm just glad that Loren caught my murderer. That was brilliant detective work. It was kind of a team effort. And sorry I fake poisoned you, Autumn. Before everyone goes, I have one last surprise. A surprise? What is it? Was there another murder? Because awesome. Not exactly. I know we didn't really have a wedding, but I thought we could all enjoy some wedding cake anyway. Wow, nice. Case closed, mystery solved. Turns out Loren is quite the true detective. Yes, I am. Sakura reveals a white wedding cake with a red raspberry drizzle on top that looks like blood. She uses a big cleaver to cut everyone's slices. OMG, OMG, wedding cake! So, should we do another one of these murder mysteries sometime? I'd be down, but next time we should do one starring a handsome drifter. Or maybe somebody dying at an art exhibit. Or maybe we could have a murder on the cheer squad. I already have a list of potential victims. Guys, those are all really good suggestions, and I might do one of those, but for now, I think we should let the next theme be a mystery. Love that. I thought that one was really fun. I really liked that one. The last two time-sensitive quests I've just done, I've really enjoyed. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay, one last one I think for today. I want to do just-dance-a-thon. I don't know if it got anything to do with the video game Just Dance, but me and my friend love to play Just Dance, although we haven't played Just Dance in a while, but we really were Just Dance fiends for a bit. Just Dance, though, has gotten really expensive, and also they've taken away, like, in-person co-op. You used to be able to make, like, a bunch of different profiles on your account for all your friends. You can't do that anymore. It's so stupid. It's just, like, the main person who owns the Nintendo Switch, and then whoever else wants to play just has to be main person 2. Stupid. But, okay, just dance-a-thon. Let's go. One afternoon, you're walking across campus when you see Autumn and Julian rush by. Whoa, you guys are going somewhere fast. What's up? Oh, I'm still in my period. I'm still in my period typical clothing. I need to change my outfit, but, I'll stay in this for now. No time to stop. Walk and talk with us, Loren. More like run and talk. You about face and start running alongside them. So, what's going on? Let me just change my outfit. Wait, I've just seen Nerd Level 4 outfit. That is quite me. It's got glasses on as well. Most of the nerd... I think it's just the female nerd outfits that come with glasses. You know what? This look here with the yellow trousers, the blue jumper, I could probably dress like that now, or something pretty similar. And the glasses, I'm gonna go with this. My character suddenly looks well nerdy. Okay. Yep, let's rush. You, Autumn, and Julian rush across campus together. Finally, I can see. This whole time, my high school story character has not been able to see. Julian and I are going to sign up for the annual county charity dance-a-thon, but the deadline to enter is coming up really quickly. We're running to the county office today to drop off the paperwork. Want to come with? Of course. Look at me there. There you go. That's Loren with the glasses on. Loren is helping some friends enter a charity dance-a-thon. It's nice of you to volunteer for charity. What inspired you to do this? It's something I used to do at my old school, actually. At Hurst High? No, the school I went to before that, Twin Branches. I totally forgot about it until I saw a flyer for the dance-a-thon. And then I thought it'd be fun for us to get involved too. How'd you get Julian to join with you? It's hard to say no to Autumn. Oh, he likes her. And I told him that the prize for staying on the dance floor the longest is a weekend at the Charity Founders Lakeside Cabin. Doesn't that sound fun? Totally. You all arrive at the county office to drop off the paperwork for the dance-a-thon. Autumn and Julian walk up to the receptionist's desk and talk to her. They come back to you with concerned expressions. Something wrong? Apparently we need an entry fee before they'll let us join in. Julian and I don't have the funds. Hey, Loren, want to donate to a good cause? Of course I do. 30 grand? Not a problem. You walk back into the county office with Julian and Autumn and watch them turn in their application and entry fee. Did I give it to them in cash? So, are you officially in? We're not done yet. We still need a sponsor from the community to help us. The sponsors pledge money so that the more we dance, the more that they donate. They're donating to the Cyber Smile charity this year, so I really want to help them out. Okay, so that's more of the lovely Cyber Smile charity that we have heard from Hope's story in the last episode. Do you know any sponsors? At my old school, we asked at this one sports store nearby. They often donate to school charities. We should stop by. Loren is getting sponsors for a charity dance-a-thon. You, Autumn, and Julian walk to the front of the store to talk to the owner about donating to your cause, but two people have already beaten you there. Twin Branches thanks you for your generosity, Mr. Workman. The charity's gonna love how much you pledged for the dance-a-thon. Yeah, this is so great. Goodbye. They turn around and nearly run smack into your group. Autumn gasps. Autumn? Wow, I nearly didn't recognize you without your glasses. It's a good look for you. Owen? Kimmy? Who are these people? Julie and Loren, these are some of my friends from Twin Branches, my old school. This is Owen. He's a football player like you, Julian. He's actually the star player at Twin Branches. Thanks, Autumn, but I'm not the only guy on the team. We all work pretty hard. This is Kimmy. Kimmy is, well, she's kind of everything. She did a school play, she was on the cheerleading team, and she had this crazy viral YouTube video that went big. Oh, let's not bring that up. I'm just Kimmy. Regular, fashionable old Kimmy. So what brings the two of you here? Now, I think if I remember right, these two are also surviving high school characters. So they are characters from the game that many crew members left and joined up to make Pixelberry and then make this game. So they took the characters of Autumn and Wes from surviving high school right through to High School Story and even then into Choices. But Owen and Kimmy, yeah, they're also surviving high school characters. So what brings the two of you here? In kind of a nutshell, Owen and I had a bad semester and we're partnered up doing some community service for the school. And they don't want to hear our life story, Kimmy. We're just getting sponsorship for the annual county dance-a-thon. Mr. Workman just pledged a ton for our school if we stay on the dance floor for the entire night. What are you doing here? The same thing, actually. We were just about to ask Mr. Workman if he pledged for us. I don't suppose Mr. Workman's going to want to sponsor 2 schools. Sorry, I don't think that's how it works. But there are plenty of other stores and businesses willing to donate. Good luck. I hope you do find someone. It'll be fun to see you at the competition. Before we take you down, of course. Think you can take us? We can dance until dawn. Oh, MG, I have always wanted to say this. Bring it on! Come on, Kimmy, we have some practicing to do if we're going to talk that big. See you later, Autumn. Owen and Kimmy hug Autumn, then walk away, laughing. Aha, that's pretty funny. I like him. Me too, but anyway, if Mr. Workman can't sponsor us, then we'll have to figure out someone who will. Let's talk to some people who are really social. I'm sure they'll have someone in their network who can help us. A level 4 plus prep. Come on, it's gotta be Peyton. I can't believe she's not leveled. Let me level her. Let's have Peyton. Although London Tipton was there waiting for me and I ignored her. And then we'll use Joey. You want someone to help sponsor you for this dance-a-thon? Yeah, do you guys know anyone who would be able to do that? It's so funny seeing my character in this nerdy-ass outfit now. Peyton and I know a couple of business owners on Main Street. Yeah, let me think. Okay, I've got this. Mr. Cole at Hard Hat Hardware has donated to a charity run for me in the past. He's a bit of a grump, but he has a soft spot for a good cause. Yes, he'd be great. Great, let's find him before someone else does. A little later, Peyton and Joey bring you to Hard Hat Hardware downtown, where gruff Mr. Cole sits behind the counter. Just gonna pause for a minute. Resuming. In a rough voice, Mr. Cole demands to know why he should help you. Pledging money to Autumn and Julian would be a good investment because... What do you say? It's for a good cause, maybe you'll meet someone special. It's for a good cause. The Cybersmile Foundation is committed to helping teens deal with cyberbullying. They'll definitely put your donation to good use. So what do you think, Mr. Cole? Can we count on your support? Mr. Cole seems impressed and agrees to sponsor Autumn and Julian. Alright, thanks to Peyton and Joey, Lorenda's convinced someone to sponsor the school for a charity dance-a-thon. I'd love to take part in a dance-a-thon. If they welcome, you know, sort of silly moves. If you have to dance well, then I'd be out immediately. You leave the store cheered by your success. Well, we're sponsored and we're in. Now all it's left to do is make sure we stay on the dance floor. I hope I'll be able to stand up that long. I have an idea. Why don't we ask the dance team for some tips? Right, let's get some leveled dancers. Oh, I've got to level up Mike Chang from Glee. 2, 3, 4. Let's have a look at the dancer level 4 outfit. Oh, that looks a bit more Mike Chang, doesn't it? I can't really remember how he dressed. I'm gonna go with it. Hey Loren, I heard that you needed our help training. Yeah, Autumn and Julian are going to be stars of the dance-a-thon. They could use some practice. Awesome, dancing is what we do best. The main thing to focus on during the dance-a-thon is making sure that you're dancing correctly with your partner. If you're moving together and well, then you don't waste as much energy. And if you're not wasting energy, you're more able to win the prize. Ready to get started? Yes, we are. What about you, Loren? Me? Hey, if we're dancing, you should too, for moral support. Okay, let's do this. I'll dance. I love dance. Several hours later. Several hours? Alright, I know you've been dancing for hours, but let's take it from the top one more time. You ready? More than ready. Yep. Ty Lee takes 3 steps to the right and twirls. Autumn and Julian move to do the same. You take 3 steps to the right and twirl. 3 steps to the right. Perfect. Great job, you guys. Thanks. Ty Lee sweeps an arm out gracefully and spins twice. And spin. You spin twice. And look wonderful next to Autumn and Julian. Marvelous. This is fun. Ty Lee ends the dance with a flourish. You, Autumn, and Julian follow. Excellent. Wonderful work. Ty Lee and Mike are teaching Loren and some friends how to handle themselves on the dance floor. You guys did really great. I think you're ready for the dance-a-thon. Yeah. Now hit the showers, or, you know, go home. You, Autumn, and Julian walk towards your cars. I feel pumped. I think we got this in the bag. We are going to win that trip to the lake house for sure. I hope so. Owen and Kimmy seem like they were really into it. Autumn, how do you think we'll do? Owen is a football player, so we'll have lots of energy, and Kimmy, well, it's hard to turn her off, but I think we definitely stand a chance. And, you know, whoever wins will still have a lot of fun. Yeah, you know, it's funny. Even though they're on the other side, I'd rather see Kimmy and Owen win than anyone first. Yeah, I meant to ask you, Autumn. Those guys from Twin Branches don't seem all that bad. No, they aren't. People were pretty nice at Twin Branches. I only left because I had a bad run-in with one of the not-so-nice people, but it was a good school. I sometimes miss it. I even kept my school ID on the chance that I'd transfer back. Oh, really? Well, I'm glad we're facing your friends. It's better than competing with people who are out to get us like Cara and Max. Anyway, the dance competition's this weekend. Get some rest. I'll meet you there. Okay, it's time for the dance-a-thon. I'll meet you there. Loren, in my glasses. Autumn and Julian. At the dance-a-thon, you meet up with Julian and Autumn to sign them up at the registration table. Got your school IDs? You'll need them to register. Yep, I have both Julian's and mine here. Great, okay, now it's official. You two are in. Awesome, are there any rules we need to know? We can help with that. Oh, and Kimmy, the rules are pretty simple. Stay on the dance floor as long as possible. That's it? Well, there's something about getting a 10-minute break where 2 people can temporarily sub in for you and being sure that there are only registered people from your school on the floor, but blah blah blah, who cares, right? Hey, we do, we have our eyes on the prize, we're gonna win this thing, and show the entire city whose school is best. I guess Kimmy and I will have to bring our A-game tonight. May the best school win. Before you can wish them luck, though, Owen and Kimmy are shoved away from the table by a hulking guy walking through. Ow, hey! Move out of the way, losers. No one's winning this stupid event except for me. I got big plans for that lake house, and if any of you bozos tries to get in my way, you'll regret it. He swaggers away from everyone and onto the dance floor. Jack Carver? Isn't he like a college student? What's he even doing here? Hey, you okay? Yeah, thanks. Geez, what's with that guy? It's a dance-a-thon for charity, not a convention for jerk faces. Yeah. Well, the best thing you can do is beat him. Oh, we plan on it. Good luck out there. You too. Alright, Autumn and Julian, you guys are up. Remember, stay on the dance floor as long as you can. Right. Okay. They're in for it. A few hours later, you find Autumn and Julian still on the dance floor going strong. Looking good, you two. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know that we don't actually have to waltz to win, right? But it's more fun this way, isn't it? Haha, I guess. Loren is rallying the spirits of some friends during a dance-a-thon. You meet with Autumn and Julian at the edge of the dance floor. Wow, a lot of people dropped out in the last 10 minutes there. Yeah, there's only 3 couples left. You two, Kimmy and Owen, and Jack Carver and his date. You just have to stay on a little longer, and you'll be the last one standing for sure. Yay! So how are you two doing? Good, but my legs are starting to feel a little shaky. I could use a quick break. Let me grab some subs for you so you guys can get some water. Okay. Tylee, and Hercules. Find some alternates for you so you guys can rest. You guys can rest. You bring over Tylee and Hercules. The cavalry has arrived. Yeah, get off that floor and walk it off. They walk onto the dance floor while you take Julian and Autumn aside. Okay, so you guys have 10 minutes before the subs have to come off the floor. That's perfect. I just need to sit down for a couple minutes and then I'll be able to finish the set out. I'm going to find some water. Alright, I'm going to stay here and make sure you don't go over your time limit. Nearby, Kimmy and Owen also step off the dance floor to take their 10-minute break. Man, I'm so thirsty. I'll be right back, Owen. Julian and Kimmy open a hallway door, spotting a drinking fountain at the end of the hall. I saw your moves out there, pretty slick, but I don't think that'll be enough to win. Not with me and Owen tearing up the dance floor. It's more about endurance than style, and Autumn and I have a lot of energy left. So do me and Owen. They reach the water fountain. Ladies first. Kimmy starts to take a drink of water, but suddenly the door to the hallway shuts with a loud bang. Julian runs to the door and tries the handle, but it won't budge. Julian, look! Julian looks up and sees Jack Carver's face in the window above the door. Come on. You think you can beat my team? Nice try, suckers. Hope you enjoy your lame weekend, because it won't be at a cabin. He turns away with a laugh. Julian tries banging on the door, but the dance music prevents anyone from hearing him. Oh no. Oh no, we'll never get back in time to get on the dance floor. What are we going to do? Oh no. Oh no. Back on the dance floor, you watch Tylee and Hercules waltz around. Looking great, you guys. Thanks for subbing. This is super fun. Anything for a good cause. Tylee and Hercules are helping Loren and a few friends win a dance-a-thon. Autumn and Owen come up to you with worried looks on their faces. Hey Loren, have you seen Julian around? I haven't seen him since we went on break and our time's almost up. Actually, I'm having the same problem. Kimmy's still not back from the water fountain. You guys should probably stay near the dance floor in case they call you back. I'll look for them. You locate the door to the hall with the drinking fountain and see Julian and Kimmy banging on the door. You shout through the window. Julian, what happened? It's locked. We can't get out. Jack jammed the door handle. Can you open it? You try the door handle, but it's stuck. You look around, hoping to find someone who can help you, but everyone's on the dance floor. Hold on, I'll be right back. You run back to Autumn and Owen. Loren, did you find Julian? Yeah, Julian and Kimmy are trapped in the other room. Oh no, they're calling us back to the dance floor. If Julian and I don't get on the dance floor right now, we're disqualified. It's okay, we can just get Tylee and Hercules to stay in while we free Julian and Kimmy. Actually, the subs are only supposed to stay in for 10 minutes. They can't take over for your team. Or maybe I could dance with Autumn? I wish you could, but you're not actually registered to be on the floor. What are we going to do? Wait, I have an idea. I know how we can win without Julian and Kimmy. Autumn. I know. The rules say you have to have a student ID for the school to be on the team, and I still have my twin branches ID. Is that a bit lower? You do? Well, of course, the entire photography exhibit aside, I did have a lot of good times there. Oh, right, with Wes, you mean. Autumn blushes. In any case, they're calling us back onto the dance floor. You ready? Yeah. Ready to show Jack Carver that he can't get away with cheating. Autumn, can I have this dance? Aw, Autumn. While Autumn and Owen dance against Jack Carver, you tell the still-trapped Julian and Kimmy what's going on. So Autumn's subbing for Kimmy? Yeah, it was the only way to keep both of them in the dance-a-thon. At least we have half a shot at winning. How's it going in there? Well, we have the water fountain and some great interior lighting, but otherwise, it's boring. Did you track down a moderator or anyone to get us out yet? Sorry guys, no moderators, but I did find a janitor. He'll be here soon. I'll wait until he gets back. No, don't do that. Go support Autumn and Owen. Yeah, I want them to take Jack Carver down. Back on the dance floor, Autumn and Owen are still dancing, competing against Jack Carver and his date. Both couples look exhausted, but they're the only ones left. Come on, Autumn and Owen. Go, twin branches. Oh, and I'm so tired. I don't think I can move anymore. Yes, you can. Pick up those feet. You can't let Jack Carver win this round. You're right. For Julian. And Kimmy. Autumn and Owen dance in one more circle on the floor, eclipsing Jack. Oh, no you don't. Jack and his date try to pick up their feet, but end up stumbling and falling outside the dance floor. Oh, okay. Right, so they fell over. Yeah, Autumn and Owen are the winners of the dance-a-thon. Alright. Loren's school joined up with another school to win the dance-a-thon. Later, after Julian and Kimmy have been freed, Owen collects a trophy and a certificate promising him a weekend at the lake house. You, Autumn, Julian, and Kimmy surround him as he steps off the stage. You did it, partner. It's just too bad I wasn't there to help. Good thing that Autumn was able to switch sides. Owen turns to you, Autumn and Julian. Speaking of which, twin branches couldn't have won without your school's help, so it's only fair that we share the prize with you. Group trip to the lake house? And don't even think about turning us down there. Then I guess I won't. Squee, this is going to be so much fun. There'll be boats to rent, and mountains to explore, and stars to stare at, and eats to, well, eat. Whoa there, Kimmy. Save some of that energy for these mountains we'll be climbing. Sounds like you really planned this out. Well, you know, lake house weekend, there's no time to waste. Grab your friends, Loren, and let's go. Find out what happens on the trip in the next quest, Luxury Lake House. And if you want to learn more about Kimmy, check out the novel Surviving High School, How to Be a Star. It's now available in digital form and wherever books are sold. Oh, cool, okay. Should I look it up and see if that's still available? Let me have a look. Well, on Goodreads, yep, it looks like it's a book I can buy on Amazon. Oh, I can buy it on Amazon as well. There we go, look at that. How to Be a Star. And there's Kimmy. There she is. Cool, okay. Yeah. Okay, Luxury Lake House quest has now rolled in. And it's even a coins quest, which is nice. But I won't play it now. I will stop there for today. So, thank you very much for watching this video. If you've made it this far, thank you. And you will see me again if there is another one. Goodbye.